This is Karen Ramsey of Super Healthy Children, and today I would like to give you some of my favorite health tips for helping you to transition your children to healthier, nutrient-dense, raw living plant foods. Now this can be a daunting task for most parents and educators, but there are ways to do it very effectively. I have a class called Raw Food Fun for Families, and I bring families together and children to see other children eating healthy foods, fruits and vegetables mostly, and some nuts and seeds, and in very simple recipes. So number one tip, get your kids involved in the kitchen. Get them up at the counter. Get them mini appliances if they're young. You don't want a young child to be with like this giant juicer or giant blender. So get smaller equipment. Get a mini blender, like a Magic Bullet is a travel blender, very child friendly. Get a mini food processor. Get a mini juicer. They're out there and you can find them. The Healthy Juicer is a non-electrical cranking juicer, and kids can build their muscles while making healthy juice. It even makes wheatgrass and other juices. So you can definitely get kids involved that way by getting them the smaller equipment. Also, turn your house into a restaurant with a menu and get the kids creating their own menu with you helping them initially. So getting them to make smoothies, fruit smoothies and green smoothies and big beautiful salads with delicious dressings and dips. Kids love dips. That's another tip. To teach them how to make dips with avocado, with fruit, with nuts and seeds. All different kinds of tasty dips are really wonderful for kids, and that's a great way to get them to eat their veggies. Also getting them to make wraps, and you can use collard greens as a wrap, romaine lettuce as a wrap, cabbage leaves, nori rolls are great wraps for veggies. And so get them making these wonderful wraps by putting a pate in, loaded with vegetables, or avocado and vegetables, mashing the avocado into a guacamole with sprouts and lots of vegetables. These are great learning experiences for the children in creating their own menus, having them involved as the chefs, preparing the food for their family. And my husband and I even paid them, starting with play money when they were young, and when they were older, we used real money. It kept them into this until they were teenagers and were then at that point out of the house doing things with their friends. And even my kids today kind of laugh about the fact that they played that restaurant game for so many years. So get your kids involved in that natural restaurant or raw food restaurant, whatever you want to call it. Now, as a third tip, I highly recommend volunteering. And so, where would you volunteer? Well, there's lots of places that kids love to volunteer, but I recommend getting them out into nature to volunteer. Volunteer for the local organic farmers. Farmers love that, to get the help from you and your family. So get the whole family out there volunteering for the local farmer. Get the kids' feet electronically charged by the soil. That's a great way to get kids outdoors and getting vitamin D from the sunshine, oxygen, and doing something really creative and healthy. Getting them involved with plants, growing plants, harvesting plants, getting them harvesting and planting in your own garden. Sometimes a complete meal for my kids would be in the garden, eating in the garden. So getting them outdoors whatever way you can. Even hiking is another way to get the kids outdoors, and also talking about animals and how animals live. and noticing that there's no animal, no other species that nurses from a different animal. So I would point things out like that to my kids. Another great tip is getting beautiful books which expose the beauty and talk about the benefits of fruits and vegetables, about treating animals respectfully, and there are wonderful books out on that, okay? There's the Children's Health Food book by Ron Seaborn, Johnny Newsell by Arnold Kaufman of Arnold's Way. That's a wonderful book where children connect with animals and also with fruits and vegetables, and the beautiful, colorful pictures in those books. They have to be colorful pictures because fruits and vegetables are so beautiful. My next tip is getting gorgeous fruit and vegetable pictures hung up in the place where your family congregates. For most people, it's in the kitchen. So get fruit and vegetable pictures hanging up on your walls to show the children what you value most. And they will come into the kitchen and they will see those pictures, and those pictures will have an effect on them. They will know what is the most important food for them to be putting into their bodies. Also having colorful bowls and baskets that you put your fruit in. And plates. Kids love attractive designs. In my upcoming book, Raw Vegan Recipe Fun for Families, I'll be showing you how to use all of this creativity to make beautiful recipes for your family, for friends, simple recipes that can be recreated by children. Adults love them as well because these simple recipes can go very quickly into your daily routine. They're not complicated. There's no more than several ingredients in each recipe. So it makes it easy for people who are working, who have busy lives, and who want to spend more time with their children to also eat healthfully. So I hope that those tips have been helpful to you. Have a great day.